Friends, comrades, since 2010 there has been an unprecedented attack on our public services and on working class people. Under the Tories, the fire service has been decimated. It started under Cameron and it continues under May. And I do not exaggerate when I say that you are now less safe because of their actions. Now, since coming to power, the Tories have axed 12,000 firefighters. They've closed 40 fire stations and scrapped hundreds of fire engines. Fire control operators have been cut by 25% and emergency fire control rooms have been closed. And what has been the result? Well, the number of fires is up. It takes us longer to get to fires than it did before, and the number of people killed in fires has increased. And there is no coincidence here. This is a result of the longest, most sustained attack on our fire service in its history. It is an absolute scandal, and they should be ashamed of what they have done, but we know that they are not ashamed in the slightest. And talking about scandals, it has now been 15 months since the horrific fire at Grenfell. The inquiry into Grenfell is now underway, and as it continues, we demand that the victims and the survivors get the truth and the justice that they deserve. Now, comrades, this inquiry has already heard harrowing testimony from firefighters, from our members. It has heard of stories of where firefighters ran out of equipment or the equipment failed on them. We've heard of stories of where they had to abandon their safety in order to make those rescues. Now, some of you will be aware of the appalling treatment that some of our members have had whilst going through this inquiry. And we are proud to stand shoulder and shoulder to those members, and we will continue to do so. And we send the message to those members that we are with you. We say to the inquiry, do not use firefighters as scapegoats. Do not use firefighters to muddy the water of the truth and justice that you need to find. There is no blame on those firefighters, none at all. And we also say to the politicians who heap hollow, opportunist praise on our members, whether it's Grenfell or whether it's anywhere else, stop it. We do not want your praise. That does not put food on our tables. It does not pay our rent, whilst you pick the pay out of our pocket, attack our pensions and attack our terms and conditions. We have had enough. So how have the Tories responded to the Grenfell catastrophe and the council down there? Well, there are still people who have not been rehomed because of that. There is still combustible cladding on buildings up and down the country. Nobody has been arrested because of what happened that day. They have done nothing. 15 months along, they have done nothing to help those people, and they have done nothing to help the working class in this country. So our message we send today is loud and clear. And that message is that we demand an end to this political ideology that you are driving, that has inflicted so much hurt and pain up and down the country. We demand that the whole system is torn down into rubble, and out of that rubble is built a political system that works for us all, that works for the working class, that puts people before profit. But we know we cannot rely or even risk leaving that to the Tories. That is why we desperately need a Labour government led by Jeremy Corbyn. So we can begin to rebuild our society with the aims and the values of socialism at its heart. Now, comrades, I'll finish on this. Although the last 8 years have been very, very difficult, I'm confident that together we will end austerity. We can defeat the Tories, and we will build a world that works for every single one of us. Justice for Grenfell, solidarity.